Excited. Man, it feels like a blink of an eye. If you told me that my freshman year and how now is, it's completely different. So I'm ready to get it out.
What's the biggest difference about it? Now you're a veteran now.
You kind of just looking after more guys. You're not just thinking about yourself. You got to think for everybody, and kind of just. It's actually the same feeling, kind of like I'm anticipating for the season, putting in a lot of work and ready to go out there and showcase it.
Doesn't mean anything for the record books, but how beneficial do you guys feel that exhibition was coming into the regular season?
I think it's tremendous, even for the old guys and the young guys. You kind of get some jitters out, but you also just it's like a glorified practice. Just fans in the stands, but it's just like another exhibition practice, kind of, with the refs out there. So I think it's great. You kind of smooth over some rough areas, but I think it's very beneficial for everyone.
What do you think of the young guys?
I think the young guys showed what they're capable of. I think we have a lot of depth this year. We have guys that can stretch the floor, and we got guys who can block shots coming off the bench, or if they play well into starting lineup. I think we have a really deep team that will each person will have an opportunity to showcase their talents.
Now that those guys have gone through competition, have you seen a bit of a difference from them on the practice court?
Yeah, I think the game's starting to slow down a little bit for them. Going against our defense and some of the other things that we do in practice, we make it harder. So in the game, for those 40 minutes, it kind of just slows down. Practice is a lot harder than the game. So I think the younger guys are starting to accept that and understand that the games are going to be a little bit easier than practice. And I think the game's slowing down for them.
How have you seen Hitty kind of develop and find a role?
He's a professional. He really is, to say the least.
You can literally say that.
Yeah, he's a professional. Whatever the coaches ask from him, he does. He can shoot the ball really well. He's really smart, so he knows how the game is played. And you can tell being overseas that the skill is there, but he's also been around a lot of older guys and veterans that have taught him the game. So he kind of just does whatever the team needs him.
How beneficial is that to have that out of, quote unquote, one of your young guys being a freshman?
No, I think it's really good. He's very smart and he's inquisitive as well. So he brings another dimension even off the court. He's well spoken. Just having that as a young guy is refreshing. And I can only speak great things about Hitty.
Is it pretty unique to have a guy who's 6'10" like that be able to do what he does?
Today's game, you got to be able to shoot it. And a lot of European guys can shoot and they're highly skilled. So I guess I'm really glad that he's on my team. Let's just say that I don't have to scout against him or try to run him off the line. I'm glad that I can pass him the ball.
Mike said that he can make a case for being the best shooter on the team. Is that something you take offense to?
No, I don't take offense to that at all. I think he's a really good shooter. I think I'm better just because I'm a competitive person, but I think he can shoot with the best of anybody in the country. He's gone in practice where you feel like he doesn't even miss. So he spends a lot of time in the gym working with the GAs and the assistant coaches, and any success that he has, he earns it.
Within the last 4 years that you've been here, we've seen that game change to a lot of bigger guys being able to shoot the ball out. And did you expect to see big guys being able to shoot like that?
Man, that's a tough question. Yes and no. I don't know. I would see like 7-footers shooting it, but Hitty's 6'10", 6'11". He shoots it just as good as anybody. I think the game is getting towards that. There's a lot of guys that are skilled that can stretch the floor and shoot, and it's pivotal in today's game. And I'm glad we have a big that can do that.
How do you feel about the game shifting to bigger guys taking shots outside?
I think it's great for the game. I think it speeds up the game. I also like it when the bigs are down there in the paint as well. But I think it's great for the game. I think the game's in a great spot. My thoughts on it, I guess.
Does guys going out like that, does that lead you to go down and get more boards?
No, but I need to now. Yeah, no doubt. I need to. I need to help our bigs any way I can with rebounding. They hit threes, we rebound. As long as whatever we do gets as many W's in the wheel column, that's what I'm for. So. Hitty making shots and me rebounding, if that's what has to be done, that has to be done.
In the exhibition game, after it, Coach Boynton had mentioned how rebounding is something he wanted to focus on. Have you seen that in practice since then?
Yeah, absolutely. The very next day we had practice. We did a lot of rebounding drills, competitive rebounding, and then just teaching a little bit more rebounding. We're a team that has to gang rebound. If a big is caught on a big, we have to come in sometimes clean up the glass, or the guards are going to have to help box out. I know rebounding goes down as like an individual statistic, but we have to be a team that's a team rebounding. We have to help all 5 guys on the court have to help rebound in some way or another.
You guys started off with a loss last year. It's obviously a different team. Do you think this team's further ahead at this point than last year's squad was?
Yes. I think this team is seasoned well with older guys and a lot of young guys that are eager to play and eager to showcase what they can do. Kind of what's in the past is in the past. I don't really think or harp too much about it. But I think this team is in a really good spot, and just we're preaching from top to bottom that every day counts. So today we have practice and weights, so we're just focused on those 2 things.
What is something you wish you'd known as a freshman that's a message now you're trying to kind of relay to the freshmen this year?
Kind of just taking one day at a time. Even if you have a bad practice or a bad shooting game, just kind of just move on. Having a short mentality. Don't harp on things. And Coach always says it, now I take it to heart that, I mean, this is a game that we've been playing since we've been 5, so kind of just enjoy the game. I know college basketball, there's a lot of harps on wins and losses and jobs on the line at points, but it is a game still, and we got to enjoy it.
I've seen you and Chris work before or after practice a couple times. How did that start?
Really with the young guys. I mean, the young guys are really eager to learn from anybody. So Keelan, Chris, kind of those guys, they've been, anytime I shoot, one of them tries to shoot with me. And they've been doing a great job. So this morning, someone shot with me. Before weights, someone shot with me, and then after practice, they'll both shoot with me. So the younger guys anytime someone's in the gym, they're trying to be in the gym with them. So our younger guys are hard workers, which is great for us.
Coach Pastrana's been working with you guys a lot. He's new. How did that kind of come about, and does that help your game?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great basketball mind, and he's a workhorse too. I mean, we've been in the gym for 2 hours after practice trying to complete a certain drill, and he's never one to try to cut a drill short or do anything. If anything, he tries to make us get in the gym even more. I mean, he's a great addition to the coaching staff, not only on the knowledge aspect, but he's just a great guy to get in the gym and work with. And you can call him anytime throughout the day, and he'll be the first one in the gym to help.